let's talk about everything and see if everything lived up to my expectations or not. Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm gonna be trying out some new makeup that I received in PR, and when I opened these packages, I was like, oh, it just screamed summer. These products that are launching, probably because these products are a part of a lot of the brand's summer launches, but I like immediately had to try these things, and I figured, you know, if I feel that way, then maybe somebody out there wants to see how these products perform the way that I want to see. So I've actually got quite a few things to try from Give, which is Gwen Stefani's line. I actually haven't tried too much from her brand, but they have just this most beautiful highlighter. We'll get into this later, but like the packaging got me. The actual highlighter itself, look at this. Like I want to dip into it so badly. I also have some really gorgeous new blushes from NARS that have like a skincare base to them, and I can't wait. So we're gonna try out a few things. I didn't want to try out too much today because I really like want to be able to give these my full attention. I also wanted to try out some of the new shades of the lip oils from Jaclyn Cosmetics. You guys know I love this formula, so I'm really excited about it. So we're just gonna go right into my base. I actually have been wanting to try this out for a long time. This is not a new product. This is just kind of a bonus little situation for this video, but it's the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. I always see makeup artists using this underneath makeup, so I wanted to give it a go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take some of that and apply it all over. Give also launched a cream contour and bronzer little duo, which I'm also gonna be trying. That cream actually feels really nice on the skin. I'm gonna use this Dior Backstage foundation. It's been sitting in my things for a while. I wanted to revisit it. I have the shade 0N, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that all over, focusing it on top of areas that I have more redness. I'm excited to see if these products live up to my expectations. You know how like when you first see a product launch, there's like a feeling around it. I mean, that's what makes us buy anything, not just makeup. So I'm excited to see if these products are like exactly what I have in my mind or a little different, better or worse. I'm gonna brighten up the under eyes with a little bit of the Lawless Conceal the Deal Concealer. And I'm just blending that out all over with my sponge. All right, let's dive into the first brand new product. This is the Give Beauty Pick It Up Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duos. They sent me 3 out of their 5 shades. I am, of course, gonna be, I think this one, which is called Heatin Up, which is made for fair skin tones. I don't know what it is about this packaging, but I love it. So on the top, we have a cream contour, and underneath is a powder bronzer. Look at this. Looks really cute. This retails for $28. I feel like the amount of product looks like it might be a smaller amount, but we're gonna just, you know, try the formula. So I'm gonna go in with my brush directly into the pan, and I'm just gonna start kind of sculpting out the face with this. So it's more pigmented than I thought, so I'm gonna kind of spread it out on both sides of the face. The scent is really interesting in her products. It kind of has like a very powdery type of smell, which is not always my personal favorite, but like as long as it doesn't linger on the face, I'm okay with it. I'm gonna kind of sculpt out the jaw with this and then blend what's left down the neck. I'm also gonna take a little bit of that down the sides of the nose and into the crease of the eye slightly as well. I like the finish that this has. It has more of a natural finish, so it's not super dewy, it's not super matte. Just kind of blends in and has a very skin-like finish to it, which I like. I always like to take my sponge and just kind of pat around the edges of my cream contour, so that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm just gonna set the T-zone with my Huda Beauty powder. And I like to set the T-zone with this little Beauty Blender puff. It's my favorite. And then I'm just gonna lightly set the outside of the face with a bit of that same powder. I like to set any cream contour with like a translucent powder. Even though I'll be going in with like a cream blush in a second, I like to have a little something over top of creams, especially when going in with a powder bronzer, which I will be doing now. So I'm gonna take the bottom color in that palette on a bronzer brush and just kind of further sculpt out and warm up the face. The smell is more strong in the powder than the cream. Like as I'm picking it up, it's definitely like you notice a fragrance. But I mean, this is blending out really beautifully. I'm really liking how it's looking so far. I'm gonna fill my brows. Today I'm gonna use the Gimme Brow Volumizing Pencil from Benefit in the shade 4. And I'm kind of gonna hop around a little bit now. I'm gonna go back to the complexion, and I really am just dying to try the new NARS Afterglow Liquid Blushes. First of all, look at this picture that came in PR. I don't know, this vibe is everything. I'm thrilled. So this came with the entire shade range. There are 6 shades total and really pretty shades. But I must say, the color that I'm like giddy over is Wanderlust, which is this. Let me show you the packaging. So it has like a rose gold lid, kind of a peachy base, and then look at this doe foot applicator and look at this color. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's a gorgeous lavender. I just feel like this is everything. And I just can't wait to try it out. So since I've powdered the face already, I'm gonna use a brush to apply this. And so I put a bit on the back of my hand. It's a very liquidy formula actually, but hopefully it will apply well. So I'm just gonna pick this up on the brush and I'm gonna start tapping that into the apples of the cheeks, blending it up and outwards. It kind of has like a watery feel to it, so I'm hoping that it doesn't pick up the powder too bad. So far, it doesn't seem to be. It feels very cooling on the cheeks. This color is everything that I was hoping it would be. So I am noticing that it's picking up a bit of the powder. Just with the type of formula that it is, it's a very watery, almost watercolor feeling formula. So since this is the first impressions, like sometimes I don't know how a product is supposed to work. And now that I've applied it, I would definitely do it a little differently. I would apply it before powder, which is what I normally do with cream blush. Well, I shouldn't say that. It depends on the formula, but with this formula, it lends itself to a little bit more of like a skincare base. So I would apply it before any powders next time because it is kind of bunching up a little bit. It's so pretty though, this color. I'm gonna try to pat over with a little bit of powder to kind of even that out a bit. It gives like a nice fresh finish, kind of a balmy, dewy finish, but it's very watercolor-esque. That's how I can describe it best. It just feels like a watercolor painting on your face, which I think is so fresh and beautiful for spring and summer. And I feel like this is what I was hoping for as far as the pigment as well. It's very subtle. Like I went in with quite a bit and it just melted into the skin. I'm really excited about that. I'm just gonna do a quick little eye look using the bronzer from the Give palette. I'm just going all around the eye with this. And actually, I'm gonna save the lid space for the highlighter. I wanna put the highlight on my eyes, but first let's try it out on the face. So I'm so excited about these. This is the new Check My Glow Multi-Dimensional Illuminating Talc-Free Highlighter. They're $30 each, and this comes in 3 shades. So I'm gonna be the lightest, which is Platinum Cowgirl. How cute is that name? The packaging, I'm telling you, let me show you again, just in case you missed it the first time. Look how pretty this is. I'm excited. This reminds me, maybe this is why I was so insanely excited to try this. It reminds me of the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Bricks. I mean, it's a different setup entirely, but like the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Bricks is one of the first products that I fell in love with when I first got into makeup. My grandma actually gave me one of hers because it broke. So I had like this broken shimmer brick that I used every day of my life and I loved it. So we're gonna dip into this. I'm just kind of like swirling all the colors together, tapping off the excess, and let's just pop this onto the high points of the face. Oh, yes. I kind of love the multi-dimensional colors in here. I love that there's a pink and a peach. It actually looks so beautiful on the skin. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to this side. I mean, that's not messing around. It's definitely a very glowy highlight, but that's what I was hoping for actually with this. I'm gonna go down the center of the nose a little bit, Cupid's bow a bit. I always like to take my sponge and just press over top of any powder highlight. I just find that that helps it melt into the skin more. Well, I sure do like that. I'm gonna take an eyeshadow brush and just kind of dip into the pink and the gold maybe, and chuck that onto the eyelid. And then I'm gonna take the lightest little square and put that into the inner corner. I feel like this is why I loved the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick back in the day, because I could use the individual colors if I wanted, or mix them together for like a really pretty glow. That's cute. I think that's really pretty. We're gonna top off the eye look with this Give mascara. This actually launched a while ago, but I just haven't tried it yet. It's the Can't Stop Staring Lengthening and Lifting Mascara. This retails for $20. Cute packaging on this as well. Look at the applicator. It's really unique. It has like a little ball at the end and the brush is kind of tapered. Let's try this out. I'm gonna do one eye first so we can see the difference. Is this a tubing formula? It kind of feels like it might be, but I'm not 100% sure. It sure is giving me a lifted and lengthening look. Look how nice that is. My lashes feel very separated as well, thanks to the little applicator. Cute, I like that. I'm doing the lower lash line as well. You can see the before and the after. This is a very pretty, like everyday kind of flirty mascara. I'm just gonna do the other eye. The longer that highlight is sitting on my skin, the more it's melting, which is what I was hoping for, because it was a powder, so like upon initial application you can kind of see it sitting on top of the skin like most powder highlighters, but it's like melting. It looks really pretty. I think this mascara looks really cute. Like it's giving a really nice kind of lifted, semi-spiky finish to the lashes, if that's a thing, as you can see for yourself, and I really, really like it actually. I feel very fresh and glowy today. That's what I was hoping for this summery look. All right, we've got a couple of other products. Let me see. I'm debating whether or not I want to put one of these on my face or if I should just try the NARS blush, because Jaclyn Cosmetics sent over their summer collection, which has a bunch of different blushes. I'm missing one of them though. Here it is. 5 different blush shades and then 5 matching lip oils. Honestly, I was the most excited about the lip oils because I love these for summertime. And it turns out they have a shade called Lavender Pop, which with the lavender blush from NARS, I was like, wait, that could be really cute. Also, Pink Pop, let's show you that one. Look how pretty this color is. Oh, like a little baby pink. So pretty. You know, now that I'm talking about it, do we kind of round out the cheeks a little? I don't know. Should I leave the NARS one to see how that wears? I'm debating. So while I wait, I'm just gonna wipe off any foundation that got on the lips. And I'm gonna take my Makeup by Mario lip liner in the shade Smoky Pink. And I'm just lining the lips with this. Since I'm wanting to use like a lavender color, I wanted to make sure the lips were grounded with something more neutral. These lip oils though, they're not like super opaque. So you really can use them on top of anything, I've noticed, with her other colors anyway. So this is Lavender Pop, and I am just so excited to try it. Okay, let's put this on. Ooh, so pretty. Very wearable and very fun little lavender color. You can see that you don't really see tons of lavender when you apply it over a lip liner, but it's a really nice shade. You can still see the hint of purple. Ah, look at the shine. These are insane. I love these lip oils so much. And they're not sticky. Ah, I just love them. I'm looking at my face and I'm like, I know that this like NARS situation was very watercolor, very soft, but I'm a blush girl, so I'm wondering, let's just try it. Let's just try. I'll try to apply it somewhere other than the apples of the cheeks so that we can get a good idea of how pigmented it is. This is the Jaclyn Cosmetics Heat Pop Matte Powder Blush in the shade, ooh, look at this. That's cute. Lavender Pop. The packaging is like a little bit bulky on the inside for how large the pan is or how small it is. I feel like maybe it could have been a little smaller, but that's just me being super picky. I'm gonna add this to like the outside of the face just for a little hint more lavender. And I feel like now that I have this out, maybe it would be sort of cute to put a bit of lavender into the eyes a little. What do we think? Yeah, that's what it needs. It needs a little hint of lavender around the eyes. Actually, how pretty is that as an eyeshadow? Really nice. That feels a little bit more polished to me. It feels more done. I'm gonna put a little bit of what's left on the blush brush across the nose a little, and then we're gonna assess the situation, and as always, I'm gonna add a teeny bit more of the powder bronzer, mostly to like the forehead, and a little more on the jawline actually. All right, I want to have a little bit of a setting spray just because I think it'll melt the highlight more, but I don't want to get any setting spray on the actual mascara itself. So I'm gonna use one of the boxes that I have. I'm just gonna take this Too Faced setting spray, Makeup Insurance, and I'm gonna cover up my lashes so I can really see how that wears. Sometimes setting spray like totally messes with the wear of a mascara, I've learned. Which doesn't that make sense though? Like if you add water to a mascara, especially when it's kind of damp still, it's gonna change the makeup if it's not all the way dry. And I've found that like in certain mascara formulas, like it can totally mess with it and make a mascara formula smudge when it normally wouldn't have on its own. I'm just pressing the setting spray into the sides of the face. Look how pretty. I'm really excited. And then I'm gonna take my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I've been using this a lot. It's a really nice brow gel. It's such a famous one. I just had never used it till literally like a week ago. Okay, well, here's the final makeup look. Don't I look like a little lavender summer dream? Tell you what, I'm really happy with how everything looks together. Let's talk about everything and see if everything lived up to my expectations or not. So let's see, the first thing we tried was the Give Cream Contour and Bronzer. Honestly, this performed really, really nicely. For me, I feel like the pan size is a little bit small for what I personally like for a bronzer and contour situation. So I would say that if like we were at Sephora together and it was between this and something else, I would probably steer you toward like the Patrick Ta contour and bronzer duos just because they're larger, you get a little bit more, you know, room for your brush. There's also like a little closure that protects the cream. So it's not to say that this isn't a beautiful formula. I mean, everything blended out really nicely. And if you were to buy this, you wouldn't be disappointed. But I feel like there's better contour and bronzer duos out there that I would probably reach for more. But I mean, I'm really happy with how it performed on the skin. So there's nothing bad about the formula, just personal preference with like the amount of product and how I like to use those types of products. We'll stick with Give. This highlighter did live up to my expectations. I think this is so pretty. I feel like powder highlighters are definitely making a little bit of a comeback. I mean, since it is a powder highlight, once you set it, it really melts into the skin, but I'm excited to keep using this. There's something nostalgic about the packaging and just, I don't know, there's something that I really, really love about this whole experience here. So really happy with this. Love the packaging too. I'm telling you, it looks so pretty on the skin. But it definitely is more of like a boom, you're wearing highlight type of a glow, which, you know, sometimes I feel like there's time and place for that. The NARS blush, specifically in the shade Wanderlust, which is what I tried, is gorgeous. This is definitely a watercolor feeling type of product. So if you're somebody that like lives for the rare beauty blushes, you might not love how sheer this is. You still can see this on the skin, but it's very, very like coming from the skin type of a feel. This is really beautiful. I'm excited to try the other colors because this is more of a light color, I guess. And I will say it's definitely something that you want to apply before powder just because it is such a watery consistency. I keep saying watery and watercolor, but that's literally what it is. It's watercolor for your cheeks. I feel like if you're somebody who really wants to get into the blush trend and try some fun colors, but you're scared of pigment, these would be really great for you. Or you're scared of like looking too makeup-y. I feel like this is a very user-friendly type of formula, especially if you're somebody who's into more of that skincare meets makeup type of a look. This is definitely something that's for you. For me, I like a little something more when it comes to an everyday basis, but I'm really excited to play with those still and try some of the other colors and see how I end up liking them because the formula is really pretty. The color range is really pretty too, so I'll keep you posted on those. The Jaclyn Lavender Pop blush. I feel like if you're somebody who wants more of a punchy lavender, this is definitely going to be more for you. This will show up more on the skin. I feel like it's a really cute little summer addition to your makeup collection, and I love a good fun color blush. It's actually much more wearable than you might think, and it actually looks really pretty on the eyes too. But if I had to choose between this and the lip oil, I would definitely go with the lip oil. Something about this color is just giving me everything. I love it so much. I love this lavender lip oil. I would have bought this myself had they not sent it to me in PR, so I'm really grateful that they sent it to me, but like honestly, I would have picked this up because the color inside the bottle was calling my name, and now that it's on my lips, it's like, yes, that's definitely what I feel like I was expecting. So for me personally, out of everything that we tried, well, okay, also the mascara, I'm gonna have to get back to you on. It takes me a while to try out mascaras because there's so many different factors. I love how it applied. It's gorgeous for every day. I'll leave a note letting you know how it wore today, but I'm gonna keep trying it. So I won't have like a full opinion for a while on this mascara, but I did like how it applied. But out of everything, I think that my top two products are definitely the Give highlight and this lavender lip oil. I just think it's so pretty and it's what I'm noticing the most all over the skin. Really happy about that. And I am excited to keep trying out the NARS blushes. It's just kind of a different vibe. It's more of like that skincare feeling vibe, which I am also into. But I went a little more glam today with some of the powders. So I'm definitely very happy with how my makeup looks today. And I would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below if you've tried any of these or if any of these sparked your interest or grabbed your attention. I would love to hear like what you're looking into or if you did pick up something, what you feel about it. So let me know in the comments down below. Also, if there's anything else that's new that's really grabbing your attention and, you know, something that you want me to review, let me know in the comments as well. I love trying new makeup, but this is just some of the stuff that really caught my eye in PR, and I had to try everything out. So that's it from me today. I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.